Well, the New South Wales state election is fast approaching and both sides have begun their campaigns. See if you can notice any similarities at all.
That's why I'm taking it. When I became Premier a year ago, I was determined to end politics as usual.
When I became leader of New South Wales Labor, I made two commitments: that I wouldn't play politics.
Over the coming weeks, you'll hear more about our long-term plan.
Over the coming weeks, we'll share more details about how our plan will deliver a better...
A few similarities. Well, joining us to discuss on Masters of Spin, advertising and marketing experts Madigan and Matthew Bywater. Morning, guys. Dee, you're one of the great minds when it comes to political advertising in this country. What do you make of those two?
It's really hard to write positive ads in a way that stand out. I actually much prefer writing negative ads, and obviously the strategy for both of them is kind of the same. So Chris Minns, they've filmed it outside because he wants to look fresh start. And Peretay's done almost the same strategy because he doesn't want people to think about the fact they've been in for over a decade. So he's going for fresh cues as well. And then you've got the cutaways to them with people in hospital and them with families and that sort of thing.
No jacket. Does that make them look more workmanlike?
Yeah. So it's a tricky one. Chris has got a tie on because he wants to look leadery.
Right. Dominic had to take the jacket off.
Exactly, because you want to look young and fresh and that as well. So it's that sort of sense. Whereas I think Peretay, because he's already in power, you take the jacket and tie off to say I'm getting on with it and I'm kind of young and hip and cool. So, but I said it's like really, really hard to do it.
So, Matt, for anyone who just says, I can't tell the difference between the two of them, they're both as bad as each other. I mean, the advertisers aren't helping there.
Yeah, well, and if you look at both characters, they look like they come from the same casting agency. Like, it's really hard to separate them.
Similar age.
They're both going forward, moving onward, the same sort of typical political lines. Peretay did say one thing to try and bring him back to Minns. Like 1 year ago when I took the job, he's trying to say I'm fresh as well, which I got that was a very particular point.
But the other thing as well is positive ads don't swing votes.
So I've actually read one of your books.
Oh, well done.
And there's a whole section about why positive only swings. Actually, it doesn't swing anyone. It actually gets the true believers.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, is that the positive ads don't actually change anyone.
No.
So you've got to go negative.
Yeah. Swinging voters vote against things, not for things.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And does that play into the psyche, whether we like it or not, that we are more attuned to hearing something that is negative and that might danger us?
Oh, 100%. If you go on the news site in the morning, you click on the bad stuff first. You always do. And the news at night time is often just footage of bad stuff happening. And it's actually a protection thing in the old days. It was it's a survival instinct. So, and there's been a whole lot of research that says negative stuff can swing a vote, and positive ads. There's an old saying that says, "Save your positive slogan for your tombstone."
That's powerful, isn't it? Moving on, guys, I want to ask you about an ad for daycare. This is featuring a 3-year-old which has ended up on Tinder. Here's the ad. His parents originally said yes to him, featuring in a bid to help boost enrolments, but the campaign on Google means it can be pushed anywhere, including dating platforms. Dee, all this is part of targeted ads, but what's your take on it? Should the app, I should say, take more responsibility?
I don't think it's the app's fault, it's the media buyer's fault. You can, when you are buying ads through Google, you can say where it wants to go or not. I feel like it's a waste of money putting stuff on Tinder. I've put contraception on there. They're probably 2 or 3 years away from having kids. It's why they're there. So I actually just think it's a really poor media buy.
Okay. I mean, but parents are still on Tinder, right? You know,
so somewhere along the line they've got the wrong filters. So you pick your demographics or your psychographic. There's so many parameters you can pick to actually open it up or close it down. As a marketer, you're trying to niche the market down. It actually is a waste of money. It's a terrible waste of money.
But you're right. Parents are on Tinder, but they're not in the mindset of childcare. So it's about kind of getting you where emotionally you're going to be interested in that. And at the moment, you're trying to get laid, not look after. You're not look at where you're putting your kids into.
Before you swipe left or swipe right, you might need to take care of the kids. If you're a single parent, I don't know.
You never know. You're seeing that and you go, oh no, I might not go on this because I can't go on the date anyway. So they're going to get a babysitter. It's too expensive. All right, thank you both so much.
Thanks, guys.